Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of In the Middle with Kaylee. I know I haven't posted in a while, but there's been lots going on, so I kind of just want to catch everybody up and let everyone know what's been going on. So, since the last time I posted, we went on family vacation to Branson and we had a great time. We had an arcade in our house, and so like everyone was just like playing arcade games with each other. We went to like a Dolly Parton Stampede dinner show. um we went and did like we rode these golf carts through like Table Rock. And you just got to see like all of like the natural beauty in Branson, which was so much fun. um it was a nice like break from reality for everybody. I also think like it was just a nice like reprieve before getting Derek moved to Florida. When we came back from Branson, we had a lot to do. This episode is kind of just to catch up and to let people know like what's going on since my last episode. I know I haven't posted a lot, but it's just felt so like busy and like busy in a good way, like busy, like hanging out with people, busy just like keeping connections alive, focusing on like the right now. So things have been good. So we came back from Branson and Derek and I started packing up all his stuff that he had in my house. And I remember like it was like Tuesday, we were packing stuff, and he was like, I think the emotions were getting to the both of us, but we were like, it was almost like we were taking turns of like, he kind of like sat there and was like, oh my God, we're actually doing this. And I'm like sitting here like packing all of his Dixons and like making sure like the colors are good and that like we can pack as much stuff in as many suitcases as possible to like put into his car. Um, we took a lot of breaks, but we got a lot packed that Tuesday before we hit the road. Um, we um, we were we were both kind of like itching, like just kind of done, and it was like we called it quarter three. So like quarter three, we like sucked. Like we could not um pack anything for the life of us. I think we were both just like really burnt out and like emotionally and mentally, and it was just a lot. And he's like, all right, quarter four, like we got this in quarter four. And like we stopped halfway through quarter four. We were both just like really done with packing. But we got way more done than what we thought we did once we like had it kind of all like packed and like the room was kind of not chaotic anymore. um And then Wednesday, we went on a date. We did stuff during the day to like pack. And then we were like, okay, we're making this about us. We're going to have a date night. We're going to, um, enjoy one another, and just like not focus on any of the other stuff that we had going on. So, um, all of the plans that he kind of had for that day got ruined by the rain. But we like figured it out. We like we had a great time. We ate, and then we went and played putt putt at Fat Putter, and that was really cool. I actually parallel parked for the first time that night. It actually seemed to be a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be, but like would not have been able to do it had Derek not um encouraged me to, because I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I can't do this. I'm so like ridden with anxiety. Um, and like it was really good to just have a day where him and I were able to really just enjoy like one another enjoy each other's company, and kind of just put the packing and the move like at the end. Like it wasn't what we were thinking about, it wasn't what we were talking about. We were just having a good time. Um and we came home. I think we both fell asleep pretty early. It was just kind of it was an exhausting kind of like week. And then Thursday we, had his car all packed and we were like at the storage unit and like we were kind of looking at everything and how like everything is going to be packed and if we could put more in the car or whatever. And then Thursday night we like did something separate and then we came together and we had dinner with a bunch of his guys and really just like enjoyed one another's company and when we left there like we went home and um Friday was like the day. Friday was the day of like getting the U-Haul all packed. Him and his best friend got the U-Haul packed. They are like Tetris kings, let me tell you. Um, and his parents showed up and we attached the U-Haul trailer to the back of their truck and off we went. We stopped in Oak Grove for the night. We just wanted to get like a little head start. So we weren't trying to do like 15 hours in one day. And then the next day we went through God, what all states did we go through? We went through Tennessee, we went through Georgia. We had a lot of rain. We went through a lot of places. We went through like Kentucky, went through like all of Missouri and then Kentucky and then like Tennessee. We hit a lot. We hit some downpour in like, I want to say Chattanooga, which was a little crazy. But we made it through, stops for gas, stops for food, stops for people to use the restroom. And we made it to the other side of Atlanta. So we like made it to like a town like outside of Atlanta for the night. It was like, I think when he pulled it up, we did like 11 hours and 50 minutes. So like 12 hours that day. Both just like super exhausted and like he's doing all the driving. Um, we did get to go through like some of the mountains and that was really gorgeous. And, it was just like, we were just enjoying it. And then Sunday was like the last leg of it all. And so Sunday we were going through the rest of Georgia and I remember it like so vividly because it was like I looked over it. I saw the sign that said welcome to Florida. And then I looked over at him. Said, welcome home, babe. Oh, it's making me emotional. Because it took so much to get here for like us together and us individually. Like it took so much. Like we fought so hard to get to the place that we're at, like in our relationship. And like I think like people see all like the good and happy stuff, but like it took us so much like to get to this point to like have the dream come true. And we stopped in this city to get gas and it's like a city he's been to. Like he like used to go to like a men's like retreat in this city, so he like recognized everything and he's like showing me like, oh, that's the hotel I stayed at. And like I read The Alchemist there. Like I read the whole, I read the whole book. And the men's camp out is like down that way. And like he's telling me all these stories of times he's been to Florida, and it's just like a reminder of like the decision that we made to like move to Florida was like it. And like Florida had never really been on my radar until him and I were together, but I also didn't really have any states on my radar. Like I would always talk about like moving somewhere else, but I always had like the scaries and too scared to do it. And like, I'm so excited for our adventure to be Floridians. While my adventure may take a little bit longer because I am back in Nebraska, um, it's all worth it. So we're like driving through Florida and we're like talking about like football games we can go to. And so I was like looking up like games, seeing if Iowa State played UCF this year, and they do, and they play it at UCF. We're like, oh, we can go to like a UCF Iowa State game. Like we have all these cool things that we get to experience and do. Um, and I think in that moment where there was no sadness in the moment. Like when we like had the sign that said welcome to Florida, it was just like this, oh my God, we're doing it. Like we're getting there. We're going to make it happen. Like no matter what, like we got this. Like we are so much stronger and bigger than like the scaries of, are we going to make it? Like, are we going to be able to, financially do it? Are we going to be able to do it like missing our families? Like we just knew in that, like it was two people in this car who just drove from the middle of the United States, like taking it all in and realizing that we're really doing it. Like we're really doing it. We're really moving to Florida. And we pulled into his apartment probably like I want to say like 4:45. And it's it's super nice. Like we took a back like way to get there, I think. But it was actually really cool because we just got to see some things that maybe we haven't seen in Florida before. And when we got there, we like pulled in, and the key was like, in a lockbox. And we walk in, and I'm just like, oh my God, like this is really like the apartment. And his parents show up. And of course, it says it's supposed to be like raining that day. It was not, it was hot, naturally, Florida. Um, and we like got his U-Haul, unpacked, and we kind of just put things in their perspective areas, like where they needed to go when we unpacked it all. Um, and then his parents got a hotel room, and so like everyone was able to like shower, and then we picked them up and we went to dinner at this place called Yard House. We were all just like really hungry and really tired. Um, and just like enjoyed like the area we were in and got really excited. And yeah, so then we went home and like, we went to sleep, and like the next day it was um we went and ate, went and had some breakfast. We had to pick up a TV from Walmart. And then he had to pick up like a Walmart order after like he dropped me off at the airport. And we were like in his apartment. We were like putting stuff away and like kind of getting like TV stuff set up and like screen mirroring through an iPad. It was like a whole thing. And I was starting to get really frustrated. I was like, I'm not tech savvy. Like this is not like something I know how to do, but I did it. I figured it out. It took a while. And it kind of just like came over me that I was leaving. And he was like in his like little office area, and he just like came over and hugged me. And I kind of just like buried myself in his shoulder, and I was like, I don't want to go home. I was doing like so good, like holding it together that like whole day, but I just like couldn't anymore. It was like all of the emotions and feelings, and like knowing that like there was a time when like we didn't know if it was going to be us doing this together. Like we had no idea what was in store. And I'm so happy it didn't turn out that way, right? Like I'm so happy it didn't turn out that way. But like, there was a time where like we didn't know if we were gonna do it together, and I think being able to work through the things that we've been working through and really just like leaning on like what we've already built has like been so good. And we I kind of like got myself together and I was like packing up my backpack. We we left the house and we went and ate at Waffle House. Like we were worried about like traffic and like having somewhere sit down, and we stopped at a Waffle House, which honestly I was so happy with because we love Waffle House over here. And then like I got to the airport. We got to the airport and like his brother like made me like so like more weepy because he just kept saying like, no, Kaylee can't leave. She has to come to Derek's house. Like he just kept saying I couldn't leave, and I just like kept losing it as, like, because I didn't want to leave. And I hugged his parents and hugged his brother goodbye, and I told his brother I would see him soon, so I'm gonna have to make a trip to Iowa to go see Jacob, so he, like, knows I'm still here. He was very confused why we were going to the airport, because, like, the whole trip, he was like, we're going to Florida, why aren't we going on an airplane? Like, why aren't we at the airport? And then when we finally made it there, he was like, we can't go to the airport, we road tripped here, so he definitely made me very teary-eyed. When Derek and I got into the like airport, it was just like we knew it was coming, but it wasn't like, I think what's helped us so much is like we had dates for the move, like once the condo sold and we had dates for it. And it made it more, it made it easier for us to really be able to do this long distance thing, I think, because we both knew what the plan was. I like checked my flight one more time and my flight got delayed again. So I had to go up to the American counter and like ask if there were any other flights. And there was, because had there not been, like, I literally like probably wouldn't have made it home. Probably would have been in Orlando for another night. So I get a new flight. And MCO is just insanely packed. The wait time was like 20 to 23 minutes to get through TSA, and I don't even think it really took that long. And I finally like walked away and was going through TSA, and like he was like watching me like as I was like going like ziggy zaggy through the line, and it was like it was tough. I mean, I knew it was coming, but like I know that what we're doing is not for everybody. I also know that like this is the way it was meant to be, and we're so lucky that we live in a time that like we have cell phones and we have text messaging and we have FaceTime and we have tools that we can use to stay connected. My flight got like a little like delayed, but I ended up like making it to the Charlotte airport with like like to my gate with like, I think the other plane was like getting off, like the other passengers were getting off, and then like we boarded. I hit freezing rain on my flight to Omaha, and it was so scary. I had never experienced it before, but like first time for everything. And I like came back and I like went from like 80 degrees and like sunny and humid to 34 degrees, freezing rain, like not obviously prepared to be back in Nebraska. I got home about 1 in the morning. So about the same, like what it would have been with my other original flight. Um, I've been like in and out of feelings and emotions, and they've, come in and they've kind of left, and they've come in and they've left. Um, I don't know, like I think we put so much preparation into knowing, like we weren't blindsided by the move. We weren't blindsided about the distance like we knew, and I think that has like really helped us in the transition of this. I am just really grateful because we took a huge chance, on being together, on making it work, on utilizing resources. We put so much into it. We've put so much into us, and I just like it makes me excited for what's to come, because like if this is where we're at now, like where are we going to be 6 months from now when we're in the same state, like having this beautiful, like living the dream. Like this was the dream, like he's always wanted to go to Florida, and like I said earlier, like Florida was never really on my radar. Um but I'm so grateful that it is now, and I'm like so excited to experience it. Like I'm so excited to have this new adventure with him. Like we have each other to lean on, and like a lot of people wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. The reality is like we have put so much into this, and like we are doing the work on ourselves individually, and we are also doing the work together as a team. And that is the most important piece, is that like we're not losing who we are individually in this process. Like we are growing individually in this process, because when we come back together, like forced to be reckoned with when we're both in Florida, like it is going to be like something you've never seen. And like I truly believe that, because what it takes to do what we're doing is hard, and it takes really strong people, and it takes people with people in their corner, and it takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of glory, it takes a lot of relying on our resources to make it work. And I'm really grateful for that, like I'm starting this new like treatment process for myself, and I am excited about it but nervous, and like I know that I'm doing the right thing, because it's going to give me so many, like so much clarity and so many tools. Cuz my main focus lately has been really like my mental health, and like taking care of those things, and like my physical health, like going to a doctor, like now that I have health insurance, like taking care of all of these things, so I have more of an idea of like what's going on um with my mind and my body before I get there, so I have some tools before I get there. Um it was all in all, like it was a fun little road trip. It almost just feels like a long vacation is kind of how I'm like describing it. He's just on a really long vacation. Um, and I'm gonna get to go visit him, and like we have plans in place, and we have tools in place, and like maybe some of those things may not happen like right away, but like we know that we can utilize them. Um, I'm just, I have a lot of gratitude because I haven't like cried much since I've been home. I kind of like just went back to work and like got back into like my routine of things, and like talking about this and like the move has like reopened like that. It's not like, it's like tears of sadness because I miss him so much, but it's like tears of joy because like this is what we've been talking about since August. Like, and it took so much. Like, it just took so much to get here. And like, I know that it's going to get better. Like, it's going to get better. It's going to get easier. Because we're two very capable adults and who love each other so much that like we're willing to just defy every odd and like utilize every tool. Um, I'm on this like mental health journey here, and um I'm just like working and like trying to just continue to build on what I've already been working on in the last, 13 months that I've been clean, and really focusing on allowing myself to feel the feelings and like let them pass, focusing on letting people like be there for me through this. A lot of people have reached out to me since I've been home, just asking how I'm doing and like asking how he is, and I'm like, call him, like, like it's we both have such great support systems that we're gonna like it's gonna be okay. um I've really just like been trying to take the time to process, and I feel like, right, like it I know he's there. Like, I know he's in Florida and I'm here in Nebraska. But like, we built such a strong base that like I'm like, he's not that far away. Like, and it's just one summer, and it's giving myself the mindset of like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Like, we're doing it. And so um I'm just really grateful for all the people who have like supported us on this journey, and um have made it possible just through their love and their guidance and support and their energy. Um I have a lot to like work on, and I'm utilizing all of the tools that I have here to be able to do that. And I know that he's going to like utilize all his tools that he has, and we're going to just keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other every day. I'm excited and nervous, obviously. Like, I just want to squeeze him and I can't right now. But there's just so many good things happening, and a lot of these tears are just like, holy shit, like it's happening, we're doing it. And we're gonna get through it. Like, we've gotten through so much. Like, this is just like showing like how much we've gone through and how much we're gonna continue to get through in this process. um I don't really have much else. I'm gonna do my best to like post more and keep you guys engaged in what's happening and what's going on. Um and I don't know, I feel that there's a lot of people who maybe haven't been in something long distance and could benefit from hearing like how we've done it, how we're doing it, and like why we're doing it. Um and remembering like our why and like why we did it this way and why it's happening this way. um I'm really excited to share my life with you guys and share the ins and outs of what I'm trying to do, what him and I are trying to do, like what everything we're trying to build. I'm really excited to share that with everybody. Um and yeah, I just hope you guys have a good day on purpose. Have a good day.